Howdy. Yes, I'm in a different place. This is actually my mother's room. I'm not doing it from my office this time because, well, let's just say that I can't do it. I needed to try to find a place where I could have at least a little bit of privacy. My wife is gone. Mom is in the living room watching one of her favorite movies. So I have appropriated her room to do this video. Last week, I didn't have an opportunity to do the video when I wanted to do it, and the same for this week. But last week was a little bit different. Last Tuesday morning, about 6 o'clock, my wife went into her sewing room, and she saw a bee on the TV screen, which freaked her out, so she killed that bee. And then another one showed up on the TV screen, so she killed that one. When the third one showed up on the TV screen, she happened to look up and noticed that there were all these bees on the ceiling of her sewing room. So she bolted, of course, she closed the door, and she started trying to call Terminex because we have a contract with them to come every 3 months to take care of basically wasps and bees, and this is the first time we've ever had them in the house. So it took them all day long to get to the house, even though we were told they would be here between 10 and 12 in the morning. They didn't show up till almost 4 because they said they had a computer glitch. Regardless, someone did finally show up. He went in there. He was in there for about 10-15 minutes. He sprayed everything he could. Then he had to go outside and he had to spray out there. And then he basically said, well, it's probably going to take a week to totally make sure that you're in the clear, but we've killed everything that needs to be killed. So later that night, my wife says to me, you realize you have to go in there with me to help clean up all those bees. And I was mortified. Why was I mortified? Because one of my biggest fears are insects, bugs, if you will. I don't care how big they are or how small they are. I don't like them. I don't like butterflies because to me a butterfly is a bug. I don't like ladybugs because ladybugs are bugs. It even got the word bug in it. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, how am I supposed to help you out with this? And I said this to her. How am I supposed to help you? She says, look, we're homeowners. This is something we have to do. We're not going to pay someone a couple $100 to come in and clean up bees. So you're going to have to help me. So what I did the next day, after we took Mom we take her every Wednesday to a senior center so she can hang with other seniors, which she hates to go, but once she's there, she has a good time. Anyway, she's gone. My wife comes back, says, okay, let's attack this. So I made some precautions. I got my winter coat, and I put my winter coat on, and I put my winter gloves on, and I put a winter hat on because I wasn't sure what I was walking into. And I also took my glasses off and hung it on my shirt. And then we went in there. We went in there with the vacuum cleaner. Everything was dead. And so my wife says, okay, I need you to vacuum up the bee bodies. And she said, just look for black dots. Well, I've been wearing glasses since I was 8 years old. So I said to her, I don't see any black dots because without my glasses, I can't see much. So she said, well, you're going to have to put on your glasses and do this. And so I took some deep breaths. I prepared myself. I said, okay, come on, Mitchell, you can do this. You can do this. And I put my glasses on. And a couple things happened. One, it wasn't the massive bees I was expecting. I think I actually got lucky there. There may have been 50, 60 bodies. Two, they were super, super tiny. They were so tiny that if I didn't know that they were bees, I wouldn't have known what they were, at least on the floor. Now, there were some that were stuck to some curtains that she has in there. The lucky thing for both of us is that they seem to be attracted just to the light. So almost all of them that didn't fall immediately when the guy went in there were along the windows. So I did help her out. I manned the the vacuum cleaner. I held the bag with my gloves on while she dumped certain things into the bag, and we got it done. And I tell this story because this was me kind of overcoming a phobia. And there are a lot of people every day who have to work to overcome some kind of thing in their minds so that they can give something another try, or to even give something a try. I'm in business for myself now. 16 years. And it's scary going into business for yourself sometimes. I've written 2 books, probably, well, okay, maybe 3 books, but one of them, we'll just, okay, I've written 3 books. I write all these blogs. I've written articles for tons of people. I've written tons of articles for myself. I've done a lot of stuff. I've never let the fact that I might not have everything perfect stop me from doing something. You just do it. You can do as much research as you can, but when all is said and done, if you don't try and if you don't put yourself out there, then you're never going to know. You're not going to learn anything. You're not going to even have the opportunity to maybe do things great, make some money, or get some publicity or do anything. And that's really what this is about. Now, I did not overcome my phobia. I'm still scared of bugs, but I did what I had to do in the moment, and I got it done, and it turned out not to be as bad as my mind had made it out to be. That doesn't mean that it couldn't have been as bad. This could have really been horrific. I'm just imagining the kind of bugs that could have been in there, and there's just no way I would have handled it. But in this case, I got lucky, we got lucky, and the house is safe. So let me know, do you have problems sometimes breaking through your mindset and not taking, chances at getting things done? And if you do, have you found ways to get around it? If you have, let me know. My name is Mitch Mitchell from Miss Betty Central, and I hope to see y'all later.